Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. Let's zoom in the third match here from the top right, I guess, the top part of the right side, you know, the top 16 playoffs. We have planned Synchro from 2011. It's going to take on a very, or at least a deck that's very similar to its play style, I guess. A little bit, you know, Grandsoil Psychics from 2012. So there's only 1 year difference between both these decks, but seeing that how, you know, the people voted in, you know, the community tab, like always, they see that Plant Synchro should have the advantage over the little more recent deck, I guess, that's Grandsoil Psychics. But as you saw, both decks kind of have similar, you know, access to hand traps. I'm looking at Veiler / Maxi, very similar side decks as well, counters. Then again, you know, the Plant Synchro deck does have access to a very powerful, you know, Plant Engine, and of course the extra deck is there. And let's not forget, Thunder King Ryo is definitely a solid, you know, solid card, even though it's quite. Was about to say useless against Tragodia and Gorse, but it is, you know what I mean. You know, Thunder King cannot tribute itself if Tragodia, let's say Tragodia, is dropped to the field. Anyway, the Spirit Reaper definitely comes in clutch. Tragodia, it's definitely you know, one of Thunder King's biggest counters, but the Reaper definitely keeps that in check, right? Every time, once per turn, it like deals damage, discard a random card from your opponent, and hitting the Reborn was definitely crucial as well. It, you know, prevents, I guess, the Grand Mole from coming back. The Maxi is indeed going to be the 5th Earth. Grandsoil is dropped, but again, that's where the Thunder King Ryo comes into play. Again, a potential Monster Reborn could have helped. Yeah, it could have helped out, I guess, going for Grand Mole, getting rid of the Thunder King, but would you have the 5 Earths in your graveyard? I don't think so. Anyway, get Maxi again, so again 2 Maxis, it's fine though. The Spirit Reaper again coming in clutch, dealing that you know, small portion of damage, and yeah, most importantly just getting those cards from the hand of Grandsoil Psychics. And it's quite of a strange deck, Grandsoil Psychics. It's a very conservative deck, a very slowish deck because of the recruiters, right? Psychic Witch, you know, Serene Witch, you know which one I mean. The Giant Rats, their 1900 beater, you know how the deck works. Putting up Aturia Beast, Barkion for those negations, and that's, you know, that's how it goes with the deck. And of course, sitting on hand traps, Maxi, Tragodia, you know, those were very powerful. And that's the reason why the deck did so well, is that it was one of the, you know, one of those decks that, and again, I'm looking at very old school Yu-Gi-Oh, decent old school Yu-Gi-Oh, that one of those decks that wasn't running too many back row, and that kind of took a lot of opponents by surprise. You know, those dead heavy storms, Mystical Space Typhoon, and so on. You know, as a Grandsoil Psychic player, definitely was able to capitalize on that, or you were able to capitalize on that on your opponent's dead Typhoons. But I like, I remember, you know, Jeff Jones maining the, what is it called? The Miracle Synchro Fusions? You know, you know the fusion spell that rarely he's using it, but when it's like destroyed by an opponent's card effect, I believe you can, is it draw 1 card? I think so. So yeah, that's I guess a cool tech. Again, catching opponents by surprise. Gorse. Like these times, like 2010, 2011, 2012, Gorse was a boss. If you could drop Gorse on your opponent, chances were really high that you would win the duel right. Well, eventually, because, you know, Gorse was so powerful, giving you a powerful beatstick token as well. But if you take a look now at our current format, I believe Gorse is at 3, and you know that says a lot. So players in today's format, they would not understand, you know, how powerful Gorse was in the old school days when it was like, you know, first released in a TCG, and that's, you know, because of this. So 2-0, Plants leading. So again, going second, and I see my hand, and I'm like, it could be better. Dandelion, not the best. Spore. You know, those cards you definitely don't want to get in your hand. But it's fine though, since Gorge is again there. And that, you know, being a level 7 plus a token, also a level 7, could, you know, I could capitalize on that with like a normal summon bulb, right? So search failure, just making sure that the potential Grandsoil is not, you know, could like tear my field apart. So that's why I went for failure there. But the Grand Mole could be a problem if it wasn't for Gorse. So again, I'm super lucky here with that one of Gorse, definitely going to drop it to the field. So again, that kind of prevents me of, or kind of gets me out of the Grand Mole lock, right? See, because again, well, then again, I probably would have, you know, used my failure because of that in getting, you know, light and dark in the graveyard. So definitely want to keep my boss monsters in hand. So set the Dandelion, just making sure that I would survive, right? And then I could make a comeback with Dark Hole, Black Luster and so on if Grandsoil Psychics is able to pump out those big beatsticks. So that's where the, what is it called, the Silent Psychic Wizard comes into play. Banish a Psychic monster and when it leaves the field for a Synchro summon, you can special summon that banished card. So fantastic card for Psychics. But yeah, was able to negate the first Grandsoil, but the second hits the board. And I mean, the Dandelion again keeping me in the duel, so no, you know, unnecessary damage. But I mean, this is the power of the deck. Pumping out Barkion, negating traps, pumping out Aturia Beast, no spells, and then yeah, that's basically it. The thing is though, is that like Gorse, Blackluster Soldier again was limited for a good reason, and that's this reason. Again, nowadays people again would not get why Blackluster Soldier and Void of the Beginning was so powerful. Well, this is the reason, right? When it's like dropped at the right moment, it just steals and wins games. Jumper, that's a creature swap on Lex. I don't want to have that on the field. Unlike creature swap, Jumper lets you pick the card you want to get or, you know, swap. So I definitely don't want to lose the Blackluster Soldier. It needs a consecutive attack. And I think Gord is already gone, so yep. I can just attack with both of them and that's GG well played. One extra duel. It can prevent some spoilers, but it is what it is, right? Normal summon Tour Guide, get failured. Okay, no Sangan Search. Just going to set the Scapegoat and the courses again there. It's just such a powerful card. I'm keeping the goats because I can again capitalize on the free monsters because of, you know, free Synchro fodder. So again, my plan here is to just normal summon Lowfire and potentially go for Spore, Bulb, you know, eventually due to Maxi, go for Spore, yeah, because now I can just go for Catester, not giving, you know, my opponent too many draws off of the Maxi. Maxi now is a +1, and Catester is a fantastic card against an Earth-based deck, for example, but it immediately gets jumpered, so that's a problem because now, again, Witch is going to get destroyed, and she will trigger, again, special summoning something during the next standby phase, but again, I'm honest, Gorse keeps me in the duel again. Is it like 4 consecutive duels that Gorse is dropped? I think so. I might overlook it, but again, it is what it is. That is the reason why it was so powerful. So, okay, Scrap Dragon, I still have some place. See if there's a Maxi. No Maxi, so I can go for my own Scrap Dragon and, you know, kind of slowly build up my field. Use Scrap Dragon to pop my opponent's Scrap Dragon and, you know, special summon the last Reborn Tango to the field. Go for some damage and that should be it, you know, passing my turn. Tragodia is an iffy card. You know, you can like brain control your opponent's monsters. It can manipulate its level depending on which monsters you have in the graveyard. So it was a very flexible and powerful hand trap back in the old school days. This level 6 Synchro lets you you know, like pick a card from your opponent's hand and you have to pick it or, you know, call it right. Monster Spell Trap. If you call it right, it will gain, I believe, 1000 attack. So that's fine though. I'm going to survive, and I'm honest, it doesn't really look too good, especially because of the Zen mains, but guys, relax, this is planned Synchro. And I cited in the Cyber Dragons and the Chimera tech. Oh yeah, I'm honest, this was super sacky. But I believe Crevice and Needle Sealing were both set. It is what it is. So Grandsoil Psychics still in the tournament, but moves on to the left side of the bracket, while Plant Synchro moves on to the right side. Next matchup, ooh, that's a biggie. We have Eldritch Synchro versus Sky Strikers. Ooh, feel free to leave your predictions. Community tab also. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a card or like if you enjoyed the video. Lead them signing out. Peace.